Hello and welcome to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. My view of humanity is a whole new tea. Hello and welcome to. Well, I've been hearing some news throughout the months about shows being canceled and everything, and discontinued, not liked, not well absorbed. And I don't know, it's just a lot of the shows that it's like I like for some reasons, but then I wish they would improve. But then I can relate to the characters so much that I'm kind of attached. But then some of the like, okay, I'm gonna start right off. Well, first, hi, hello, how are you? Welcome back. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, I forget to like, I don't know, part of me is just like, let's get to the topic, or let me get to talking about my messy, awful, toxic life and everything. I'm trying to dilute the toxicity, which is one reason I started this series, this channel, and everything because I want other people to not, especially people with disabilities who are ignored, who are misinformed, who are mistreated and judged and ridiculed, and basically within the Black Sheep Society, which I talk about Black Sheep Society in other episodes. I'm starting it kind of like a Boy Scout, Girl Scout troop and everything. I'm even creating the pins, stickers, and different, like even shirts and things like that. But anyway, while observing different shows, I keep seeing shows that symbolize my dating life that is being canceled. And part of me is just like, maybe that's why I'm canceled so much within the dating world, especially politically. Oh my gosh. And I talk about that a lot if you haven't noticed. But I don't know why, but a lot of Republican men keep writing me. They don't read my profile, which, okay, if someone wrote a profile, and that's one thing I find so unattractive, and I already know it's not going to be a match, but when a guy swipes right only because they like your picture, they didn't take the time to see if they can get to know you or get to see what you have in common or anything like that, or just any details that highlight maybe part of your personality, who you are, what you're attached to, or anything like that. I don't like that. And I'm not going to say I'm Nancy Drew or like Sherlock or anything, but it's like sometimes I get down into the pictures and I look at the details, and sometimes I'm able to catch Trump supporters, MAGA Republicans, because of things that are in the picture. Well, I don't know if I've told that. Yeah, haven't told that story. But there was a guy who lied because he said that I was such a hottie or so beautiful that he had to at least get to the point where he could hit it, and then he was going to tell me. But until then, he was going to lie and say he was a Democrat, which I still have no words, because I'm just like, um so you're really going to degrade and mistreat a woman like that and lot like, really? It's like, and so anyway, but a lot of guys, like, either I cancel them or they cancel me because we are not a match, we're not compatible. And it's like when it comes to some of the shows canceling, I'm like, no, because even Velma, yes, I know like, actually, like parts of the mystery, I'm like, okay, I got you. But then some of the items, I'm like, no, oh my gosh, I get it, oh my gosh, but ooh, okay, messy. And they changed like the even Scooby Doo, or the Scooby and a Scrappy Doo. Oh my god! I was just like, hold up, what? No, no. Like, so there were some parts where it kind of, like, I won't say broke me, but it was disheartening to see how they changed it or ripped it apart, because it's like Scooby Doo is a like legendary cartoon. It's like from the Hanna Barbera era, all the way back to like since I was a baby, since my older sister was a baby or a child. It's like it's a classic, and but at the same time, with how Thelma was misun with how Velma, oops, I don't, yeah. Anyways, yes, I know her name, Velma. I know how she was misunderstood. But she was ignored, and like even the relationship with her mother is like mine was awful, but it's like her, like she was close with her mother, but then was separated suddenly, and so it's like there were certain parts where I could click with her, that I understood with her, and the mystery, like all throughout my life I was going through the mystery of why can't I walk right, what is wrong with me, and then being mistreated by like family, so-called friends, and just like even at work and everything like that, and everyone blaming me to the point where I'm just like, what the crap? So now finally I have the main answer, but then every day for me is a mystery. It's like I had to figure out how to do laundry with my disability. I had to like even going around the kitchen and cooking. Like I was like there's been holidays where we have tons of company, and next thing I know they move stuff around to the point where they mess up my mojo. And I know it's like there are things I can pay for so that I can like do that without, but that costs money. And right now, I'm in the transition of getting a car that I can drive with my disability that's going to be for easier access. And I had to spend, like, okay, if you don't know how much it costs, like, to get all of these tests and stuff done, even with insurance, you need to do your research. Maybe in a year or two, I might post it, but I try to be careful with how much of my personal life, because yeah, I tell my life story because I want you guys to know and learn, but the numbers and everything like that, and I've had people once they learn about all everything that I'm trying to do and everything that I'm trying to achieve, they've tried to steal my story ideas, my credit, or just you name it. I've had I've had people try to take it and steal it. So, but it's like everything around me is a mystery. Trying to figure out, like, either having to, like, buy contraptions or move things around, or like looking up programs and things to, like, because, yeah, I like once I start getting back out there, I'm going to be, I mean, I go out there, but I just mean the go out there like I used to go out there, but it's like there are stretching clinics where, and with my disability, I need that. And so once I get my businesses together, once I get YouTube monetized and everything, part of the money is going to be for like going to get the stretching and then physical therapy and just all of the different things that's going to help my life get a little bit easier, but at the same time, get my books published and everything like that. And I think that's another reason why I was really bummed with Velma, because I don't, it's like her character, I understood her character, and she was off her rocker. She was crazy, but she was unique and she was out there, and she didn't care what anyone thought of her. And I wish that was all my life. I I wish I could say that, but I have always cared about what people think of me, because I was always judged or told that it was my fault. And so I will say rest in peace, like, to that animation. And And I also love animation where it's like, because I'm going to be doing a list of animes that I'm going to be watching during, like, I already know it's the fall, but yeah, I'm getting my life together. It's like life's been busy, and I've already said so many episodes. We're writing my novel and the greeting cards and all other projects, but I'm going to have an episode about like what animes I plan on watching for the fall and winter. And it might just be for the rest of the fall, and I might do another one for winter. I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll find out. But, or I might have a part two. So, because I might do maybe a winter into the spring. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Whatever. I got time. So, but yeah, I don't know. It's just like, and also, even with her love interest and her finding herself, I I think I connected with her in all of those different ways, and I loved watching her doing it while shaking my head thinking, "Oh my gosh, no you didn't." And even with the stepmom, like 'cause I don't have a stepmom, but I do have half siblings, and my dad is dating again. Hoo. Yeah, so sometimes I just like I've like sometimes when he tries to show me who he's dating, it's like there was one time where he showed me and I thought of the cartoon, and I thought of her because I was just like, yep, I relate, I understand. I really, really do. And anyway, it's just yeah, I'm gonna really miss that show. It's like not really, really, because yeah, there were so many areas where I wish they would improve. But even with the plot, I did like the mystery portion of the plot because it was always continuing to now what? What's next? Oh yeah, the last season they did A, B, and C. And with my novel, I'm doing that too, where it's like in order to read the second book, you have to read the first book. And some of the first stuff for the first book, if you paid attention, when it gets brought up in book three, and it's like I'm thinking of doing it in groups of 3 and 4 because I don't want people to be like, okay, I'm on like I just found out about this book 20. Can I get caught up? So, but anyway, okay, She-Hulk. Can someone tell me why She-Hulk got canceled? I'm so for real. It's like, because She Hulk's dating life represents me. I I so relate with her, especially like even employment wise. It's like she had a hard time going to job interviews, finding a job, and them asking like, and her not feeling good enough or her confidence kind of slipping. But then she finally found a job, but it was only if she changes into She Hulk. And with my disability, like going to job interviews, and sometimes they ask, why do you walk like that? How come this? How come that? And now that I'm going to be filling out applications and I'm diagnosed, now I can say I have a disability. And it's like I remember right before COVID, I was not diagnosed yet, but I just had my surgery. But there was a university right near, or not too, well, yeah, it's not real close, but it's not too far from where I am. And they saw my resume, they called me up and they're like, oh my gosh, yeah, we need to talk. We will have a position. But COVID happened. My interview was supposed to be 3 days after the lock in. And I remember they emailed me saying, okay, don't worry, we'll figure things out. You're going to get your interview. And they're like, just we'll keep up with you and everything like that. And then a couple weeks later, they called me and they're like, okay, well, we still want you, don't worry, but we it'll end pretty soon, no worries. then 6 months later, yeah, they told me, well, we're not able to fill the position anymore. We're so sorry, blah, blah, blah. And so I'm probably going to apply for the position again if they have it available. Because now that I am diagnosed, now that it's like, because I remember when I went up there for a preliminary introduction and everything, there's this one guy who kept looking me up and down and even asking about why I dragged my feet, or like he said something about me being lazy, and the lady next to him shrugged him, so like she was like one of the professors, and I think she was above him position wise, but I just remember the way she nudged him, and her and I were talking about diversity and awareness within marketing and advertising, and I was bringing up topics that was going on, and she was I think I impressed her because I stay within the loop. I'm a advertising marketing nerd, so it's like I try to keep up with what's going on, the mistakes that were made, and how things should be like more creative but changed and updated with technology, and how companies need to make sure they look out for streams of income, but their demographic, what and how to care for their demographic in ways and needs that help them in the long run. And it's like I think she came up to me only to talk for a few minutes, but we ended up talking for like 45 minutes before she had to go, and I think it was time for us to like like switch to something else. I think it was either a discussion or something, I forgot. But I can honestly say that broke me because I was so close. So close. And I know I do a great job. A lot of my students don't like me because they don't like that I challenge them. They don't like that I force them to be creative, and that I'm teaching them how to use the internet and technology in order to upskill their knowledge or how they use their brain. And some people are like, what do you mean? Well, I have my MA in teaching and training with technology, and one of my certifications is in gamification. And so I create activities, and like when scientists created meatballs out of or they created DNA from dinosaurs, and they created meatballs out of them. And so I created an activity where the students were supposed to create an advertising spiel for a restaurant that has dino meatballs, and they had to like there's different points and different things they had to do, but even with pricing, demographic, location, and things like that. So but this way, it's like a lot of classes or a lot of schools do things where I it's like, do you know how many students brag to me that they cheat, or this the professor only has four versions of tests, and so they just need to find students that have the different versions, and they buy like sometimes I'm like, don't tell me, I don't want to know, don't, because I was like, I will snitch. Okay, I busted my tush off in grad school and college, and so for you to brag or tell, and these are some of the students that don't like me, can't stand me, because I do things where they can't cheat. But then they try to brag to me that they do it in other classes, because I feel like they think that I'm going to be like, you know what? I like, because it is more challenging, because every semester I create new projects. Every semester I stay up to date with the news when it comes to like advertising, marketing, and things, and business period. But I don't know. It's like sometimes I feel like students just think if they brag about it, it'll be okay. But yes, this does relate. Like, okay, back to the job. It's like now that I'm getting back into, well, I'm not there yet, but I'm working on my businesses, which I won't repeat. You already heard about them, or you will hear a lot more about them soon. But then it's like, with dating, a lot of men say I'm not good enough with my disability. And I have shown at least one screenshot of a guy who wrote me, "Are you out of your wheelchair yet? Or are you walking yet?" Some men say I'm wonderful and amazing and perfect, but since I have a disability. And so I kind of connect with She Hulk because when she's her normal being or body, people look past her. They don't find her sexy, attractive, wanting, desirable. And my normal is with my disability. My normal is walking with a walker and having a scooter and things. So men look past me. Men don't want me. Men disregard me. I had a date where for 3 months, this guy was like, "You are so amazing and wonderful. I can't wait for us to have a date and spend time together." And then on the date, he ignored me almost the entire time and then drove me home and told me, "You should just stay at the house. You should just live on the government. You shouldn't get a job. You shouldn't be out in public." And it's like he is on the spectrum. And part of me, I had to figure out, like, okay, um, I don't know, like, and that's something I'm still trying to figure out because it's like, yes, a lot of men are shallow or that's all they're gonna care about, but like, why would he belittle me the entire time home, the entire drive? He just belittled me and told me that I have no right to be in public, that I shouldn't be out there talking to people, working, like shopping and like, cause he knew that I am a adjunct or part-time professor, and he told me that I shouldn't be, that I have no place out there. Do you know how just minuscule? Like I felt like Tuesday's trash. That's basically how I felt. When I got out of the car, I got into my room and I did cry some because I'm just like, this is my new reality. And some might be like, well, I broke up with my 7-year ex because when I needed him the most, when I had to have major surgery that was gonna like help with the situation of my walking, I wasn't diagnosed yet, but he refused to go. He refused to be there when I needed him the most. When I had to start going to physical therapy, he didn't care. He didn't call. It's like I still haven't started part 3 of one of the. Oh, okay. I'm gonna do that right after. But so check out the Handicapable Black Woman channel. But yeah, I connect with Velma and She-Hulk so much. So it's kind of disheartening that both shows are ending because with one of them, with her family relationships and then her finding her identity and just who she is and the mystery of life. Oh, I'm going through that so much right now. And then with She Hulk, never feeling like you're good enough, feeling like you don't belong, and knowing your strength but not being able to show it because then people are going to say things about you or ridicule you or put you down. And when you try to start, when you have your own ideas, even your ideas are stolen. Because even She-Hulk's, even She-Hulk, like with that one like villain person who tried to steal her idea or steal the She-Hulk name and everything like that. Who I can, yeah, let's just say I could do a part 2, but I don't know if it's worth it. But oh, I'm so going to miss that show because, well, green's also my favorite color. But anyway, just she she tackles anything. She looks past the if you are a human, she looks at you like a human, if you are a super, she looks at you as a human, but also she understands the super in you. She connects with you and she defends you. Like, oh, she had that one idiot client. Oh my gosh. I thought, like, oh, but I mean, she did, like, oh, and that's another thing. At the very, very end, she got with that really hot blind guy, like Daredevil. I'm sorry, he's hot. And so part of me, I'm just like, okay, okay, at least I know you went out on the season like with a male interest. At least I know that you know that it's like, because I mean she was with that one awful, dreadful guy that only dated her in order to steal stuff and show. Yeah, that irked me. I was just like, what? And so when She Hulk went and destroyed that conference center, I was like, girl, I can't even blame you. Be petty. It's like, I mean, she went too far, yes, but oh, that reminds me of the time when, oh yeah, let's just say I got stories, but both of the characters are figuring out their new lives and who they are, figuring out the pieces, which I know that's a part of life, but especially being newly diagnosed, like, not a lot of people will understand how it feels and the everyday struggles or the everyday puzzles and situations that I have to deal with. And even applying for jobs and filling out applications and at job interviews, it's like getting ready. Like, I'm so many jobs I've been asked, why do you walk like that? But now when they ask me, I can say, that's against the law. You can't ask that. No. So now I feel like I have my armor on of defense, of comments where I can be like, that's illegal. So I have more strength now, more knowledge, more power, and I'm going to enjoy that. This is the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. I am a woman, I am of color, and I am handicapable. But most importantly, I am human. And I'm going to continue being the character that I want to be. And people keep trying to cancel me, but yeah, I'm going to miss Velma. I'm going to miss She-Hulk, and but at the same time, their characters kind of showed some things that maybe I need to work on, and also highlighted some things in my characters in my books that I need to pay attention to. Not making them perfect. I think sometimes I'm so scared of, like, if I do make them say something or do something or behave or smoke even, that I will take the amazing heroic person that they are, but they're people. So, anyways, take care. Don't get canceled. Bye. You know what? Even if you are canceled, live your life in your canceled, petty, wonderful, amazing way. Because sometimes the people who cancel you allow you to be the more amazing you than before. So let people cancel you. People are canceling me left and right. So let them cancel you. I changed my stance on that. Take care.